Welcome back to Crochet Social. Today's tutorial is a bit of a special one for me. This is a stitch that I have come up with, a stitch pattern, and as far as I know, it hasn't been shown anywhere else. If you've watched my previous tutorials, you know that crochet is built from simple stitches, such as single crochet and double crochet I'm doing right here. And when you combine them with chains, you can create completely new stitch patterns. And that's exactly what I've done here. I've taken two basic stitches and added a chain into the repeat and created what I'm calling the Enchanted Water Stitch. I named it this because the stitches seem to fall into each other, giving that soft cascading look. One of my favourite things in crochet is working into chain spaces. It's quick, it's easy, and it creates a lovely rhythm. The stitches use that idea, two double crochets or two trebles if you prefer UK terms, into a chain space. And then I have a chain, and then we do a single crochet to lock it all down, and then we repeat. We put two more stitches into that chain space, we chain one, and then we do a single crochet into a stitch, and we just keep on going. And that is the really lovely rhythm to this project. So this is my current version of this stitch using this lovely yarn that's changing colours. It's got a very kind of autumn feel to it, which is lovely. It is an ice yarn, and I am using for this one a 4.5mm hook from Clover. So that's that. Then because this is my stitch that I've invented, this stitch pattern, I do need to do samples. So this is one of my samples using this stitch. So this is using a sporting weight yarn for baby, and it's the color changing is a lot quicker than on the previous sample that I was just doing, and you can see all the colors kind of fall into each other. It's really lovely. And then because it's my stitch, we need to see what it looks like when you have a change of color. So here we've just got one row of change of colour with the white and the grey, and then this is two rows of white, two rows of grey, and then I went back to one row there, just so you can get a good idea of how the stitches interact with each other when they're solid. And then this one is a lovely baby square that could be used in a pram, and you can see by this that it doesn't matter which way this blanket goes. There isn't a top, there isn't a bottom, there isn't a front, and there isn't a back. And it all just works really, really well. And I have created a border using this stitch. So that's something I could do at a later date. And then my last sample for this is in fact a chunky yarn, because you know, stitch patterns, you can use any yarn you want to. So I need to know what it looks like when it's a chunky, when it's a DK, when it's an Aran. So that's this sample here, and it's lovely. It's a really lovely stitch that I've come up with. So the yarn I'm using today is this one, and it is asking for a 5mm hook. It's already on my yarn Jeanie, ready to go to film. So today I'm actually going to use the 5.5. I want to have a little bit of a looser feel. If you look on my channel, you'll see a tutorial all about different hook sizes and how it affects yarn, and that it's okay to size up your hook if you want to. So let's make a slip knot. If you know how to make a slip knot already, brilliant, go ahead and make one. If not, every video I kind of like to make a point of making a slip knot in different ways, because there's 101 different ways. So if there's one that clicks for you, brilliant, use that one. If not, we can try this version. So I've made a cross here. My tail of my yarn is going over my working yarn. I'm picking up the loop and laying it over. I'm going to hold the tail and my working yarn, and the one in the middle I'm going to pull to create the knot. So there we go. I'm going to pop the hook in, and then the pattern asks for a multiple of 4. So that means that we're going to chain 4, chain 4, chain 4 until you get your length. And today we're going to aim for around 20 centimeters. It might not quite be there, but we'll aim for that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Pinch it at number 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see where we end up with this. That's not going to be quite long enough. So we're looking for the end of the knot, for the slip knot, to just before the hook, and we're at 13.5. So we need a few more. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's check that. There we go. We're at 19 centimeters. If I did another 4, it'd be more than 20 centimeters. So we'll keep it about there. Then the pattern says +2. So when you've done your multiple of 4 and it says plus and a number, you want to do an additional number of chains. In this case, it's 2. So 1 and 2. Now I'm going to work into the back bumps. If you watch one of my tutorials, I show you how to work into the back bumps. You're basically turning your chain. This is the top of your chain. You're turning it over to reveal these lovely back bumps, and that's what we're going to work into to create a nice finish on the bottom. So I'm going to yarn over, and then I'm going to look for my 4th chain from the hook. And I do this because as soon as I find it, I don't want to lose it again. I want to be able to go straight into it. I know I need to do 1 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, 4, straight into there for a double crochet. And then what we're going to do is we are going to put a stitch marker in, not in the stitch, but in the chain next to it, because that's where we're going to come back to. So after that 1 double crochet, you need to chain 1, and then we're going to work a single crochet into a chain, and we're going to skip 1, and in the next one we're going to do our single crochet. And then we're not going to do a chain, we're just going to yarn over, skip 1, and then the next one we're going to do 2 double crochets into this 1 chain. So there's 1 and there's 2. And then we're going to chain 1, and we're going to skip 1, and in the next one we're going to do a single crochet. And then we're not going to chain, we're just going to miss 1, and the next one we're going to put 2 double crochets. Can you see how I yarned over straight away? So when I counted my chains, I was ready to go straight into that chain. Chain 1, 2, miss a chain, in the next chain a single crochet. Then we're going to yarn over and get ready to find 1, 2, the second chain, the second back bump of the chain, and do 2 double crochets into that chain. Chain 1, miss 1, and then we're going to do a single crochet, and then skip 2, do 2 double crochets into that back bump of that chain. Chain 1 straight away, 1, 2, skip 1, in the second you're going to put a single crochet, yarn over so you're ready, skip 1, in the next one you're going to put 2 double crochets, chain 1, and then you skip 1, in the next one you're going to put a single crochet, then you're going to skip 1, in the next one, single crochet, in the next one, this one you're going to do double, chain one, and then you're going to skip one, and then you should be on your last one, and you're going to do a single crochet like that, and then you're going to chain two. You're going to turn your work. Now it's going to look a little bumpy, absolutely fine this first row, because you're working into chains. It's all going to look a little bit bumpy, but as soon as we start working into the chain spaces next, it's going to open up and flatten a little bit. So that second chain you did, the one that is next to the loop on the hook, you're going to put a stitch marker, because you're going to work into that one when you come back. So because of this pattern, your ends will your startings will be determined by your ends. So I did a single crochet, I chained two, I turned my work, I have an opening of my chain space. I'm going to yarn over, I'm going to do one double crochet into that chain space, because this chain two counts as a stitch. I'm going to chain one, I'm going to skip a stitch, and in the next stitch I'm going to do a single crochet. I'm going to yarn over straight away. Now I'm not going into this space underneath where I've just been. This is a single crochet. You want to go into this chain space here. This is the chain space. You're going to do one double crochet and then straight into another double crochet and then straight into a chain. You're going to skip one, and in the next one you're going to do a single crochet. So can you see you've got a stitch there, this stitch here, right there. So you have the two bits on the top. You're going to do a single crochet straight into there. You yarn over. We're not going into this hole here. I'm going into this big one here. So you're not going directly where you are, you're jumping over. You're jumping over this stitch here to go into this chain space. For two double crochets, chain straight away, move your fingers to find where you're going next. So you're skipping a stitch, and into the next stitch you're doing a single crochet, yarning over to jump straight into this chain space for two double crochets, chain one, skip one, in the next one you're going to do a single crochet, yarn over straight away into the chain space for two double crochet, chain one, and then you're going to skip one, in the next one you're going to put a single crochet, and in the next space you're going to put two double crochets. I'm almost at my end, so if you are doing a bigger sample or a blanket, stop and then come back and we can do the end together. So this is the end. So I've done my two double crochet, I've chained one, we're going straight into here for a single crochet. Now I've got my gap, do another two double crochets. You're going to chain one, and where that stitch marker is, you're going to work in, you can follow the stitch marker and you'll work in a single crochet. You're going to chain two, take your stitch marker out, put it in there, turn your work. So the stitch marker always goes into the chain next to the loop on the hook when you're doing your turning chains. You're going to turn, yarn over, put one double crochet into that chain space, because you did a single crochet, you chain two, that counts as a double crochet, and then the next thing you've got is that chain space. You're going to chain one, I'm going to work a single crochet into that second stitch. So that's your first stitch, that's your second stitch, yarn over, go straight into that chain space for a double crochet, yarn over, do it again, another double crochet into that space and chain one straight away. Skip a stitch, in the next stitch you're going to do a single crochet, you're going to yarn over, and you're going to do another set of two double crochets into that chain space and do a chain straight away. One stitch, two stitch, you're going in here for a single crochet, and that is it. This is such a lovely rhythm of a blanket that it's really quick and easy. It moves along at a really nice pace. It creates a lovely texture. So that's what you do. And let me get to the end and we can do the end again together. single crochet. So my last bit is again 2 double crochets into that chain space, chain 1, and then in the top of here we're going to put a single crochet, going to chain 2, move the stitch marker up. I love stitch markers. They make crochet so much easier than trying to fiddle and find where we're going. So we chain 2, I have the chain space, I do my double crochet, I chain 1, and then I just work the row again. And it is that easy to do. All the way along. There we go. So can you see how there we go, it's straightened. Had a little bit of a bow. Sometimes when you work directly into the chain, it does. I mean, this pattern you can work single crochet row and then work into that, which is what this baby blanket is. If you see down here the difference between the bottoms. So this row I did a whole row of single crochets for 80 centimeters and then worked the same pattern into those stitches. So where there was 1 stitch, that's where I put 2 double crochets, and then I'd skip a stitch and put my single. So if you want to have a neater edge, you can just do a row of single crochet, and that's it. If you have any questions, please do leave me a comment. If you have anything that you're stuck on crochet wise, please also leave me a comment and I can add your query to my video list and make you a video about it. Thank you very much